So what is it that makes so many things move? Loudspeakers, motors, buzzers, all these things rely on the force due to a conductor in a magnetic field. So you've seen a quick video that shows you the effect, the direction you're expected to know, and the equation. I'll just go through here. I use the fingers field method here. So you've got your this is your left-hand rule, because we're talking about negative electrons. You will see other rules, you will see other ways of doing this, but they're all based on conventional current. Scottish education uses electron current. So your fingers are the magnetic field lines, because there's lots of them, and therefore you've got at least 4 fingers, hopefully. And the thumb, again, is the M, means motion of the electrons. So that's the current going through the wire. And perpendicular or orthogonal to the other two is the palm pushing, which is the force in newtons. So that's your equation. You have a length of wire conductor there in meters, and you can calculate the force that's perpendicular there if the electrons run across perpendicular to the magnetic field or magnetic induction. Sometimes, though, it's not perpendicular, sometimes it's at an angle, and in that case you need to take the component which is actually perpendicular to the field lines, and in that case you incorporate a factor of sine theta. So force equals ILB sine theta. That's the way the SQA have it on the exam paper, and the main thing is you draw the angle between the conductor and the field lines. So just to recap, you've got the force, the equation, and that's if you've got a current carrying conductor, length L, in a magnetic field B.